Hey, hello everybody, welcome back. Doing a little magic.
Magic.
So we're doing Patreon this week, and we're doing something a little different this time. Normally when we do Patreon, it's either somebody that's given us 2 deck lists and we face them against each other, or someone's given us 1 deck list and we face it against one of ours. This time, misaligned the Boopster. This time, because we have quite a few submissions in the queue, we decided that instead of doing one at a time, we're gonna face one Patreon deck against another. So, and just see how that goes. So, I'm playing Sun's Toll by Kreestab. We've featured him a few times. And,
I'm playing, well, we didn't actually get a name for the deck, but we're calling it Blasting Sword by Base Trucker.
Yeah. So basically, mine revolves around, Sunforger, and just doing that for value, and yours has like 26 combos in it. So
it has the Doctor combo, the Presence of God combo.
Whole bunch of nonsense.
So many things.
Yeah. And actually in our test games, it's surprisingly... I thought it'd be kind of all over the place. It actually kind of worked quite well.
Yeah.
So let's split the Boopster. And we're going to do poker roll.
Poker roll.
So I got yellow, you got red. Okay, well, 3 pair. Or, pair of 3s.
I got 2 pairs.
Pair of 3s. What am I saying? You know what I mean. God, I just cannot speak today.
3
apparently.
6s.
Yeah, 3 6s. You win, right? I think.
I believe so.
I think 2 pairs is better than that. So, all right. So you will go first, and we will see you in game 1. Boop. Alrighty, game 1. Go ahead.
I'm working with those.
And for me, ta-da! Go ahead.
Start us off with an island into a Serum Visions.
Pretty typical
Draw card.
early play.
I think we're gonna put them on top like that. Enter go.
Alright, draw a card. You know, Mr. Boopster always looks like he's on LSD. You ever notice that? Just like all the time. What do I lead with?
Probably because we always just stuff them with cocaine, you know?
Yeah, that could be why. He's very white. I'm gonna go with a Plains, and I'm gonna cast a Steel Shaper's Gift. So search my library for an equipment, reveal it, put it into my hand. It's basically Stoneforge Mystic without the 2/1 body and the cheating into play. So I'm gonna go
all
get
the stuff that makes it broken.
Yes. Gonna go get a Sunforger, and I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Well, we're gonna go for a Plains.
Nice land choices, by the way.
And a Thought Foundry.
You got it.
Yeah, they're pretty good choices. Your go.
Untap. Draw. Oh, so I wonder what the odds are that you're just gonna untap and play a sword now. That would kind of suck. Gonna play an Arid Mesa. And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. A Forest. A Mox Opal.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
a sword.
Yeah,
Yeah, my Serum Visions was pretty good. Just showed me Thought Foundry right there. So I was like, yeah, I got the combo.
I don't know if there's really anything I can do about that. Because this doesn't really work. Yep.
That resolves.
It resolves.
So, sacrifice Sword of the Meek
Yep.
to make a 1/1, and then Sword of the Meek returns catch to it.
Yep. And you gain a life.
Yeah, 21. And one more time.
2 dudes.
2 dudes. 22. Enter go.
Gonna crack Arid Mesa. Apparently my life total was left over from last time. I'm like, I don't think I go to 11. Go to 19. And we'll get a bit of fanciness. In the form of... Come on. Don't be right at the top.
Hallowed Fountain.
Cheeky bit of fanciness. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I can actually do about that once it's already in play. It's pretty blistering start. Untap. Draw a card. Well, the Sun Machine is coming down. We're gonna have a party.
Sunforger. Untap.
It's a Bowie lyric.
Drop turn.
Pretty obscure song. I was listening to on the way over.
I think we're gonna go for an Altar of the Brood.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah.
So, attack you for 3.
Yeah. 16.
And make a new Thopter. So since Sword of the Meek goes to the graveyard and comes back, that's 2 entries.
Brass Squire, Flooded Strand. At least you're going to get to probably see what this entire deck does.
Yeah. I mean, not it do it, but
no.
That's what the cards are. Let's make 2 more Thopters.
Sure. So 4 more cards. 4 more cards.
Enter go.
Untap and draw. I just don't even want to spin the wheels. I think I'm literally just dead. Well, let's see what we got. Serum Visions. Yeah, let's not do anything.
To the bottom.
And what? Tap Sacred Foundry. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Ooh. We're going to go for a Grand Architect.
Oh, that's problematic. So,
Does that resolve? I think it does.
It does resolve. Want to explain what that does with this combination?
Okay, so Grand Architect, because we only have foreigns, so other blue creatures get +1/+1. Thopter Foundry makes blue Thopters.
Yep.
So, pumps all those. And I can pay a blue to make an artifact creature blue, if they're not already. And I can tap an untapped blue creature I control to add 2 colorless to my mana pool. And I can spend this mana only on casting artifact spells or activating abilities of artifacts.
Yep.
So, we're just going to start doing that by tap a Thopter for 2 colorless.
Yep.
Thopter Foundry. Sack Sword of the Meek using one of that mana.
So what I can do is I can toss a Helix in here at some point, targeting that, but it's not really going to do anything, because I think you can pretty much just do this at instant speed, right?
Well, yeah, so Sword of the Meek is in the graveyard, because I've sacked it to make a Thopter, and then you're responding by putting that.
Yes.
But luckily I can just make... Well, I guess I still have a colorless.
Yeah, you still have mana.
To sack Mox Opal to make a 1/1. And then when that one comes in, it'll get the sword.
And then you can just keep going.
And because I have an Altar of the Brood, I'm just going to mill you out.
So just pick an arbitrarily large number, because this is an infinite creature combination. And
with
you're
infinite
getting
mana at the end.
with infinite mana, which is kind of irrelevant.
38 trillion Thopters.
Yeah, okay. So we'll take this big chunk of cards, and we'll put it there. And then this resolves. Bzzzt.
Bzzzt.
And I gained 3 going to 19.
I guess I'll use 2 of that colorless that I have left.
Sure,
over
why
just
not?
for
Why not have
another
a spare?
sword?
Yeah.
And it's your go.
Now, before I untap and lose, so I had this up when, like, you played this when I only had 1 mana, so obviously there was no way I was countering it. And I had this, but the problem is you also had Mox Opal, so even if I countered the Sword of the Meek
I would just stack the Mox Opal to
basically, like, the only thing that would do was buy time until you found another artifact. But then you played with the Opal there, so it was completely useless. Anyway. So, I will untap and try and draw a card, and fail miserably.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in game 2. Alrighty, game 2. Show my hand. That's what I'm working with. Let's see if it gets there. Go ahead.
And I've got... those.
Alrighty. So, much like last time, I'll lead with Flooded Strand, go to 19, but I'll go straight to 17. Fetch out my fanciness.
Because it's got to be the fanciness.
Has to be the fanciness. I mean, that's not even a question. Come on, where's the fanciness? There it is. Almost right at the top. And actually, instead of shuffling fully, I'm just gonna cast another Steel Shaper's Gift.
Go finding a Sunforge.
Yes. Go find the Sun Machine.
My go?
Pass the turn. Yep.
Draw for turn. Well that's interesting. Hallowed Fountain tapped.
Mine's better.
And a Mox Opal.
Ugh. Okay.
Yours is better. Enter go.
You have more permanence in play, though. That's no fair. Draw a card. I'm feeling a cheeky bit of Serum Visions. Draw a card. And scry 2. Wow. Those are not good. Those are not what I would classify as ideal. And then we'll play Arid Mesa. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Sun Machine is coming down.
Island.
Have a party.
I don't know why I tapped the
Yeah, I don't know either.
Thopter Foundry.
Please don't tell me you have this again.
Enter go.
Crack this. Go to 16. Get a tap Sacred Foundry. Shuffling back in those 2 planes that I put to the bottom. Of course, but...
What can you do?
Yep. Draw a card. Okay. Let's go for a bit of Brass Squiring. Pass the turn.
One of the cards that can just freely equip a Sunforger.
Yep. Not multiple times, though.
No.
Unfortunately.
Draw for
He gets
turn.
1 good use.
So we're going to cast a Hangerback Walker for 1.
Oh, thank God. Yep.
Flooded Strand.
Oh, God, no.
Crack that. Going to 19. Going to find a Temple Garden tapped.
Oh, thank God.
Enter go.
Draw a card. Well, I can stop drawing lands anytime now. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Sunforger.
Yep.
Good old-fashioned Sun Machine. And I'm going to play a Scalding Tarn and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. That's a little unfortunate draw. Seagram Coast tapped. And
Can't use it now.
a Midnight Guard.
Ooh.
Enter go.
So that's part of a different combo. It's a 2/3. Okay. I'm gonna crack this. Going to 15. Gonna go fetch. I think now maybe just a mountain.
Mountain.
And since that's not an artifact and you can't sack it in response, I will cast a lightning bolt on Midnight Guard.
Rude. Midnight Guard down.
And then I will use Brass Squire to attach Sunforger to Brass Squire.
I think in response to that, I'm going to put the counter on him now. Well, you can't lightning bolt him in response.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it lets me get in for a lot of damage, but...
I suppose it's true. It does give +4/+0.
Of course, if I want to use Sunforger twice, then I would have
Yeah.
to tap him anyway, so... Draw a card. Yeah, that's probably enough of those. Let's see. Well, I'm going to attack you for 5.
Go to 14.
Then, I think I do want to do this now. Is there a reason not to? Nah. Play an Arid Mesa. Crack that. Going to 14.
14 buddies.
14 buddies. Doesn't really matter what I get. Keep my life total reasonable. Then we will use Sunforge's ability to unattach itself. Unattap itself. That's not a thing. And we'll search for a red or white instant with converted mana cost 4 or less.
It's going to be a path. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be.
Could be a path. But I think I'm actually going to go for a Lightning Helix.
Get that life gain.
Get that life gain. So, target the Hangerback Walker. Gain 3 life, go to 17.
And I get 2 colorless Thopters.
Yes. And then
And they don't quite interact with Thopter
I
Foundry.
will immediately dispose of them.
Oh.
Draw a card.
Because we don't have to worry about not interacting. Though I'd need 2 cards for that to matter.
True. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Cast a Blasting Station.
Alright. That would have been nice to have with the Hangerback Walker.
Enter go.
Get a lot of nifty triggers out of that. Draw a card. Okay. So, activate that a few times. Okay. I'm going to tap this to tap Sunforger.
At least you don't get to attack this turn.
It's true. Then I might as well do this to get it out there. Cast another Sunforger.
Oh.
And I'll play a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Going to sack my Mox Opal
Okay.
to make a Thopter.
Yep.
Go to 15. Untap. Draw for turn. Plains.
Mm-hmm.
And cast a Blasting Station.
Well, the second one doesn't really do anything more than the first one, so sure.
Enter go.
Especially with this amount of creatures in play. Gonna crack this, going to 16. And I'm gonna unattach this. Just do it at the same time so I can fetch both things at once. That'll get taps theme events. And the Sun Forger. Let's see. What would be good here? You're at 15?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna get, as somewhat unexciting as this is, Electrolyze 1 to the Thopter, 1 to you.
Well, I can sack the Thopter and redirect 1 to you, essentially.
Yep. 15.
14.
Because this does try and resolve as much of itself as possible.
Yes.
And draw a card. Really, I wanted to draw a card. Untap. Draw. Well, don't need that either. So we got those, and we got some other nonsense. I'm gonna play an untapped Sacred Foundry, going to 13.
Really needs all his mana, huh?
We'll cast another Brass Squire. 2 Squires, 2 Forgers. And pass the turn. Since I can do this whenever.
I guess that's true. End of your turn.
Attach is not equipped, so.
Sack Blasting Station. Make a Thopter.
Okay.
15. Untap. Draw for turn. I mean, that'd be almost great. Presence of Gond on the Thopter.
Interesting. I mean, if you had Sword, yeah, okay. I will tap this in response to equip a Sun Forger. I will then unattach the said Sun Forger to go fetch something. Cast it. This is really sad. Super sad. But it is a 2-for-1, I guess. Sort of. So is it Charm? 2 damage to that.
Because I don't have to pay mana. I'm just going to sack it in response. 1 damage to you.
12.
Presence of Gond has no target. And it is your go.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Not really the way this deck was supposed to be used, but I'll equip that the old-fashioned way. Actually, let's leave up Sacred Foundry. And we'll equip this one the old-fashioned way. And we'll attack you for 10.
Well, I will sack Blasting Station to make a Thopter.
Yep.
Going to 16. And I will block one of them.
Sure.
Taking 5.
Taking 5.
Go to 11. Thopter dead.
That's it. Pass turn.
I need a sword. Oh, I need a sword.
It's a battle of the equipments. Well, if you got a sword, you'll probably get out of this real quick, so.
Grand Architect.
That's pretty good.
Forest. Presence of God.
Path and in response. No Gond around here. This isn't Gond's land.
Think I'm going to find...
It's too bad Presence of Gond doesn't make blue elves.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Or artifact elves.
Yeah.
I could just make one of them.
Or sorry, yeah, artifact elves.
Well, it just needs to be blue elves, and then it'd work. But yeah, if I had a sword and him on top of it, it'd have been pretty scary. Which basic land would I like?
Yeah, you've so I was a little late today, and you built both of these decks. Some interesting land choices in both of ours.
You can find this forest.
Yeah.
Well, you have the sliver lands and the fire and lightning lands. For
I don't know. I saw the roster of lightning bolts I'm running.
Oh yeah, and you have the roster of lightning bolts, of course.
Four of the same art from different printings.
And then mine, of course, you have to have your full art land, and then your old foil land, and then you have a regular foil land.
And a silver bordered land.
There is a silver bordered planes that I made also because you were running late. Because I needed 4 planes. So
yeah.
Had to go for that. And it's your go.
Well, I think I probably got you.
I'm at 11, so probably.
Draw a card. Let's see. So, yeah, I will attack you for 10.
1.
And then I will unattach this Sun Forger. Go find Lightning Helix. And Helix you.
You don't want to respond to that?
By doing that? Sure. Oh, I just realized I might have an even sweeter thing to do. I don't know out of them. Okay. Too bad. I was
electrolyze?
Yeah, I was gonna electrolyze me and you.
You should find my...
Let's get an old
lightning bolt.
We'll get an old lightning bolt.
Yeah. I already used my white border lightning bolt.
Alright. So...
Dead.
And I don't know why I'm shuffling, because we're going to game 3. Alrighty, game 3. Go ahead.
I've got... those. I just noticed the lens. Weird.
Curious what that's about. I've got this nonsense. I was trying to do a cool card trick, but of course that doesn't work because these sleeves are too sticky. And that nonsense. Hopefully, it'll be good.
Well, I'm going to start us off with Seachrome Coast. Into a Serum Visions.
Alright.
Draw a card. Scry 2. One on top, one on the bottom.
Okay.
Enter go.
We'll draw a card, play Plains, and we'll gift for a Sun Forger. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Find that.
Seachrome Coast. Hangerback Walker.
Find a new one.
Enter go.
I'm guessing you have a lot of coast. A lot of coastline.
It's a bit of coastline.
Untap. Draw a card. Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Serum Visions.
Yep.
Draw a card. Scry 2. We don't want either of those.
It's usually a pretty good feeling when you get to put junk to the bottom.
Yes. So... Going to go for Island and a Moxo Pool.
Okay. It's almost on.
Enter go.
Sack Tarn. End of turn.
In response, I'm going to pump Hangerback Walker.
Sure. So yeah, good?
Yeah.
19. Guess Steam Vent's tapped. Now untap. Draw a card. Well, not horrible. Play another untapped Steam Vents. I mean, the last one wasn't untapped, but that one is. And a Kazool's Toll Collector.
Ooh.
He's an ogre, and he's coming for your treasures. Pass the turn.
He's a little better at Brass Squire than
Yeah, definitely.
for activating Sun Forger.
Yeah, I mean, his
Draw
downside
for
is
turn.
sorcery speed, but you can do it for as much mana as you have, basically.
Well, that enables Metalcraft. Here's an
Hey!
Altar of the Brood. Windswept Teeth. Milling you for 1.
Arid Mesa.
Crack Heath. Going to 19. Going to find a Plains.
Arid Mesa.
Of course, we have shuffled all that jank back into the library, but it should be fine. And
Grand Architect.
Grand Architect.
Serum Visions. That's spoopy.
Enter go.
Probably gonna pump that. Untap. Draw a card. So... let's start. This might be a little too slow, but we'll start with the Serum Visions. Draw a card. Scry 2. Those are okay. Don't really need that one. This one's fine, so I'll leave it there. So I might just get rid of one of these fetch lands anyway. So, can be conservative, or
Super aggressive.
super aggressive. Yeah, screw it. Arid Mesa, crack it. The thing on top wasn't that exciting, so it's not like it really mattered all that much. We got a mountain.
Mountain.
Oops. Not that brass squire there. And of course, we will cast that Sun Forger that you were aware of. We'll attach it for free using his ability. And
But I don't think you really attack your 7-2 into it.
no,
A 2-2 and a 1-3.
especially one that pops into some dudes, so. Pass the turn.
End of your turn, grow Hangerback.
Yep.
Untap. Draw for turn. Ooh. Windswept Heath. Milling another card.
1 sec. Mountain.
Crack Windswept Heath, going 18.
I'm just gonna do it now. I'm assuming you're not gonna fail to find.
No.
So, Lightning Helix.
Gonna find Forest. That was what I meant by the weird lands. I had 2 series.
Yeah.
2 Sea Chrome and 2 Windswept.
I mean, those have different art, though. It's not
That's
like
true.
it's exactly the same.
And another Grand Architect.
Oh! Alright.
So now they are 2/4s.
They are 2/4s.
And another card.
Oh, yes. Sunforger. Don't really need 2.
2 colorless.
Yep.
Blasting Station.
Okay. That is pretty good with Hangerback Walker, turns out.
And that is another mill.
Right. I think I'm gonna rely on you to point this out every time,
Okay.
because I'm pretty bad at stuff like that.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's probably too many of those. Oh, I'm gonna have to start doing something to your board. Play Scalding Tarn. Crack that, going to 15. I think we're gonna go straight to 13. As much as I don't want to. Kind of have to. To get untap Sacred Foundry. And then I'll unattach Sunforger. Before I finish shuffling. Want to do anything to that?
No, you can continue.
Okay. Think tap the exile on him.
In response, 2 colorless.
Sure.
He's one of... Oh, I don't really want to... Because I want to block, so... We're not going to do that. We're going to use his ability to make Hangerback Walker blue.
Okay.
And... Yeah, tap him for 2 colors, but leave it floating. And then he gets exiled.
Sure.
Let's find... Oh, that plains was right on the bottom.
How convenient. So we'll equip that again for free.
Yep.
Okay. Unattach.
Yeah, you can go find a spell.
I think it's gonna be Path on that one.
In response to that, we're going to use one of the colorless, tap him, and grow him.
Okay. I have a response to that. So right now, because you made him blue,
Yes.
he's a
He's a
4/4 with that in play.
Yes. And he's got a counter activation going from 3 to 4.
Okay. So that's on the stack. Then this is on the stack.
Yes. So I don't think you can bolt him.
No. Okay.
4.
So Path.
And...
I mean, I guess you could blast.
Yeah, I could
Station.
Blasting Station. But I think I'll allow him to get exiled as well.
Okay.
And we'll find... and mill you for 1 with Alter.
Electrolyze. Okay. So you can pop that for a whole bunch. Equip it for free.
Yep.
I'll attack you for 7.
Crack him with Blasting Station.
Yep.
Getting
4 dudes.
4 Thopters. Triggering to untap him.
Yep.
And milling 4 cards.
Yes, that too.
And we'll block with 2 of them.
Block with 2 of them. Is that worth it? Yeah, sure.
Trade.
Because I was thinking, like, I mean, you got the blasting station, so
Yes. Since it
even if I
untaps,
tried to, like,
even if you
respond to anything, then it's
both one,
kinda
I could still just
yeah.
point 1 damage at it anyway.
Not really worth it. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Mill you for 1.
Serum Visions.
2.
11.
Enter go.
End of turn. I will lightning bolt you.
15.
Untap. Draw a card. Let's see. Gonna play an island, which is the least exciting land ever when you have a Sun Forger.
Yeah, pretty unexciting.
Let's see, what's in here? Get an Electrolyze. Okay. We're gonna go for another Kazul.
Ah, you did have 1.
I'll equip him for free. And I'll just do this now. Electrolyze those 2.
Sack 1.
Yep.
Shoot you.
Go to 10. Draw a card. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. I'm at 15. You can activate how many times?
1, 2, 3 potentially if I get another white or red source.
Congratulations, he has a President's Gaunt.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Enter go. Mill you for 1.
Oh yeah, I guess. Brass Square. Untap. Well, you also have to keep in mind though, like, what burn spells have you milled? Because
there's no lightning bolts in that pile.
yeah. Draw a card.
I mean, swinging to 7. I'm going to 8, so I guess you did need 3, but
Yeah,
that's not that unlikely when you've used the paths.
true. Okay, so you know, it's actually tempting to just make an elf. just
Rather
just
than
for the
swing
funds.
7.
But I think I'm gonna swing for 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 8.
Okay. Well, unattach. Go fetch. Guess I should actually look at what I have left. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt you.
5.
Give it a little doohickey shuffle. Re-equip. Unattach. Go fetch. Where is it? Come on, you. Oh, it's at the top. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Go to 2.
And reattach. I'll just use the one in my hand. Lightning bolt you.
Dead.
I could have made an elf. That would have been an exciting
Yeah,
turn.
you could have made an elf.
But,
but then you would have had to deal with, well, there's one half.
yeah. So, closing thoughts on this. I think I really like the interaction with Kazul's Toe Collector and Sunforger. Breastsquire's an okay interaction too, but this one's...
It's more just for redundancy.
Yeah, this one's really where it's at. I feel like it's a little slow, but it is a lot of fun. Because searching basically for anything.
And the fact
time
that you're
is
searching your library and not going down on cards is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, basically always having the answers.
Yeah.
And as for, I never knew the Grand Architect Thopter Foundry Sword Meek.
That is really cool.
And this is just amazing. The ability to just go like that.
Yeah.
And then that infinite mana, you pour it into that.
And the Infinite Thopters plus Alter the Brood, when I first saw this list and I saw Alter the Brood, I thought, well, that's unnecessary because you're just attacking for lethal. But that actually ends the game faster.
It really does.
In a lot of cases.
Yeah, why wait a turn and attack when you can just mill them out that way?
So I definitely liked all of that.
Double up with Sword of the Meek.
Yeah. So I definitely liked all of that. The other part of the combo in this particular build, I didn't really... I mean, we never got to see it.
We never got to see it, but it just runs...
Yeah.
It has no synergy with the rest of the deck. Mm-hmm. That it's always weird to see one side.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I feel like there is a really cool deck here with this combination, but I don't know if this is the shell for it, necessarily. But...
Yeah, I think this deck could have really benefited with Thirst for Knowledge.
Ooh, yeah.
Because you want to put Sword of the Meek in the graveyard, so that's not even a downside, and it helps you find this combo for more redundancy.
Also, if you, even if you don't have the optimal Sword of the Meek going down, if you already have a Blasting Station in play, you probably don't need 2. So
yes.
It's kind of a freebie to get rid of. So, that was our thoughts on this. Thanks again to Kreestab for Sun's Toll.
And Base Trucker for Blasting Sword.
Yeah. And we will see you next week.